this one actually is a fun one. So this is one that my family and I have made, but we got the recipe from a local place in Maine, basically a farm stand. And it's called Elderberry Lemonade. And it is one of the most refreshing things that I've ever drank. My daughters love it, and you're consuming something healthy at the same time. Now, what I want to share with you is this, is that I did a podcast on the herb of the week, elderberry, just a couple weeks back, and that was episode 2345. So you can check out all the benefits of elderberry, basically one of the most potent antioxidants. You know, that dark purple color is always a super high antioxidant, but can help with so much. And one of its most important characteristics is how it boosts the immune system. So it is one of those things at a low dose that you can really use anytime that you'd like. So what we did, and I'm going to share with the exact recipe, is, and I'll link these up for you today, but you can make an elderberry tea. So you can actually get loose, dried leaves, we'll say, of the elderberry, or you can just get a bag of the powder, your choice. And what you do is you can actually just mix it with 16 ounces of water. Now, we did more, so I just want to share with you the exact recipe that we did, all right? So that's probably the easiest thing that I can share with you. We used 2 whole squeezed lemons in this. So we have one of those lemon pressers. You're probably familiar with them. I've reviewed it before in the podcast, but put a lemon or lime in there. So you can make this with lime as well if you wanted to. But we did lemon. So we squeezed it in. We had our daughters doing it too. They got to join in, and both halves, right? So you cut it in half, you squeeze each half. We did that twice. So 2 whole lemons. Then we put in 3 tea bags of the elderberry tea. Now we brewed that separately. So we brewed that hot. And what we did was we just made a concentrate. So just brewed it with 3 tea bags inside of probably a 12-ounce tea mug. Let that brew we kept those tea bags in there for about an hour, for at least 40 minutes. Then we tossed those, and by then it was cool. We added that to our big mason jar. We have a 32-ounce mason jar. And then what we did from there is we added 1/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon powder, so just a little cinnamon. Then we added 1/4 of a teaspoon of clove powder. Both of those were organic. And then we added in 1 teaspoon of raw local wildflower honey. Now, I can tell you for sure, we started at 1 teaspoon, but I know my daughters added another teaspoon of raw wild local flower honey. So that's just to sweeten however sweet you like it. So now basically we had our organic lemons, we had our wild or clean organic elderberry tea bags, we had our cinnamon powder, we had our clove powder, and then we just had some wild. So Maine, we had local wildflower honey, but you could also use Manuka honey. You could even use a little maple syrup if you wanted as well. So what I like to do is make that in a big, again, 32-ounce mason jar. That's the dosage that I did, and then just shake that up. And if you shake it for about 30 seconds, everything mixes really, really nice. Now, after that, what I also did was I filled up mason jars with ice. And the ice, when I pour it on top, will actually then begin to dilute it a little bit more. So you can dilute this or make it as strong as you want. I'm telling you right now, it's absolutely delicious. And since I'm trying to do less alcohol this summer, I could have a drink like that at night, and it makes it feel like I'm having a drink, but of course, with none of the alcohol. And sometimes I will actually take that elderberry tea and just do a 50-50 with some sparkling water. So I'll do 50% sparkling water and then 50% of that elderberry lemonade, and it's absolutely delicious. So I will link that up again today at stephencabral.com/2359.